I think there's only one thing left to do now, and that's to redesign this arcade. So first, aside from the things we did get, let's take a look at the vending machine and see if we can buy anything else. I think we're going to want some more partitions especially. I'm thinking let's buy a couple of them. Don't place it just yet. We're going to get a couple of these if we need to buy more. In the Pac-Man Museum Plus, these items are shuffled daily, meaning that you have to play each day to see different items appear. So if you want something new that you didn't have before, you might want to try playing again tomorrow, because you might find it then. We're going to take an extra one of these neon signs. I do love me some neon. We only need one jukebox, honestly. We could probably do it in our vending machine. Alright. If we didn't have another color horse, I'd get that. And the one thing that we're always lacking in a video game setup are some greens. So let's get some more plants. I feel like 4 might be a good number. You never have too many greens. Touch grass, as they say. Alright, 4. And that's all the things we can get right now, based on today's entry. So let's see. We could do the Gashapon. The Gashapon's only good if we want figurines, which I would like to get some of the fruits. It'd be nice if we get some of the other characters too, but we'll give it a couple of spins. So let's give it a turn. These Gashapon machines are actually real things, by the way. As you saw, like the Bandai trademark, Professor Pac-Man's silver form. I'll take that. But no, if you ever go to like a shopping mall or like a convenience, you'll often see like lines of like machines where you put a quarter in, turn the crank, and it'll give you a capsule. Ooh, blue form. I like that. And it's like you have a chance for something cool, but more often than not, you'll always get something that you didn't want in the first place. Or gumball. You can always get a gumball too. Pac Boy. I still can't believe they did that Junior. Why'd they have to change Junior? That was like the most tame of them. Really, I think they could have got away with the kids. Pac-Man Silver? Let's keep spinning. We're gonna give it a couple of spins, maybe up to, let's say, 450. Because I want to save my tokens if I need them. Ah, there she... Oh, beautiful, truly. Pac-Mom. Not my Miss Pac-Man. Alright. I tell ya, the red bow makes a big difference, just saying. Alright, Silver Blinky. I'd like to know what the odds are getting some of these characters. Like, you know, in like microtransaction games, they always say like, you have a 3% chance of getting this. You have a 5% chance of getting that. Pac Buddy, that's the name of Chomp Chomp now. He still looks pretty close to his original form, so I can't be too angry about that one, but it's still different. Silver Pac-Man, we got him already, so that's just a duplicate. Let's keep going. I want to get one of the fruits. Pop. Cherries. Alright. Can I get the Galaxian? Or you know what would be great? If there's like a special flag. I gotta see the list again, see if there's a special flag. Oh, come on. We just got the cherries. Here, let's see. No special flag. Ah, that's a shame. I would like to see the special flag appear. Alright, I want the Galaxian. We're gonna give it a couple more spins. I really want to see the Galaxian. Pop. Oh, Pac Buddy! Alright, give it a spin. We're gonna go a couple more times. Yay! We got the Galaxian! Yeah! Now, the Galaxians are always meant to be like an alien species, but here it just looks like candy. It really does look like candy. Ah, Pac-Man D! I wonder if they took inspiration from his Pacman designs from the bezel art, the original Japanese cabinets, for some of the statues. Gold Clyde, 3-star. Oh, right. Okay, so the stars are the chances of getting the, yeah. Sorry, folks, I probably sound like an idiot. Pac-Man D. I know we've gotten the Pac-1 here. Let's go, let's go! Chair! Ah, come on. I do wonder if this game may ever get DLC later on. Whether it's new games or just adding new content. I would love to see new content added, especially. Pac-Sis! You're not my Pac, baby. You're not mine. That's not Pac-Man's child. Maybe Ghostly Adventures Pac-Man, but definitely not this Pac-Man. There ain't no babies in this arcade. Pac-Boy! What's it gonna be? Pac-Mom again. Alright, what are our tokens? Oh, wow, I'm actually past. We better stop here. Alright, so we got some statues, we got some machines, we got some things to separate the place up. So let's try to customize a little bit, make it look good. Let's start by putting away... Oh, okay, gotta at least keep one out of each of them. Fine. Alright. Let's just start with the cabinets then. I always like an arcade where they try to make it like in the middle of things. Like if you line up the middle of these cabinets, I always like that. Like you follow along with it. Sometimes though it is nice to have that little bit of space between. Like I think if maybe like put like a statue between each of them, that'd look nice. Let's get this one out. I'm noticing it looks like it's an even design. Let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's a 16 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a 16 by 10, so it's even. So there's gonna be an uneven gap between. So the way I'm seeing this symmetrically is to put like that. Try to leave like the two here open. Like that. I'm thinking that. Let's get another console. Make this one yellow. Swap them up. Put the yellow one on that side. There we go. Alright, so that center's like that. Got the bench in the middle. Would a table... it works. It works. So you walk in, the cabinets are the center of attention. I feel like that works well. So we have our little ways there for the cabinets, and then we got the machines up top. We centered the arcade, I feel like that looks good. Now we just gotta figure out what we want to do with the outside. How should we make this look a little cleaner? We could certainly put a bench up for... yeah, certainly for the inside. I'm wondering... see, that's actually meant for... let's do this. We're gonna move the bench. Let's put it against the wall. I like the blue there. We'll do it like that. We're gonna need more trash cans, but we only got the one so far. We'll put the trash can... you don't want to smell a trash can when you're playing a game. That's just bad manners. Let's put the trash can up against this wall here. And then... actually, no, I see what they were doing. They had the vending machine. You know what? We got one. We need to place the other vending machine. Let's put that one over here. We'll do it alongside, like, yeah, that works better. But then we'll move this machine down low over here. And then we got the horse. Take the sign here. It's a work in progress. It really is a work in progress. Yeah, you know what? We gotta favor getting closer to the cabinets. There's no way around that. Do this. Let's get some more flags. Ghost flag. And then the geometric flag. I like those flags. I really do like the flags. Unless... let's do it like this. Put the flags up top here. That. And then... And then, just for the heck of it, gold container. Make it look like we have, like, extra inventory. We'll put that right there. Alright. It's very rough. It's preliminary. I'll probably feature something later on if I do Twitter, or even just on Twitch if I play more of this, to show off more in a complete form. But I feel like we have something here. We do the cabinets in order. We align some neat little extras. It's the entrance that feels the hardest right now. Just trying to make it look like how you enter an arcade. Looks more presentable. Maybe if I line up against the wall, because you can't really see like a door. I'll look into doing that. And then, let's see, based on the space, definitely push it back to where it was. Have it just a hallway you can walk through. You know what, let's do that real fast, we can fix that. Let's bump that back against the wall. Just like this. And then we do need another figure. We'll do Pac-Man D. So push it all against the wall. What I could do maybe is swap the figures in the cabinets in the order, so maybe it flows a little better. I don't know. Nah. Alright, finished. Alright, that cleans up a little bit, makes it more open. You're able to have a little more exposure. I think that definitely works better. And it just feels a little more like a more complete arcade. And you still got the space to go between. If you do the rule of one, you definitely have to have two between here, because space, you don't want people next to you. And I think that was a good call with the figurines in between for now. It just looks funny though with this last row here. Maybe if I change out the flags later, it might look a little better. Or if I substitute it for something different. But no, I think we have something winning here. So based on what I have right now and the things I can add to this arcade, I'm going to keep the wallpaper as is for now. This is the current working version of my Pac-Man Museum Plus. I like it. It's a start. There's definitely places to improve. And I know I gotta get some more stuff as I continue forward. But I feel like this is complete, and this is mine. So we'll take it for what it is. That said, we officially covered everything there is right now in the Pac-Man Museum Plus. If you do want to see me play more of the games featured, best place to let me know is in the comments down below. But that said, I think it's time to wrap it up and give some of my final thoughts of the game overall. I'm actually really happy with the Pac-Man Museum Plus. I think it's a solid collection. All the games that are featured here are especially solid. I feel like the biggest gripes here, though, are the customization options. And I don't mean the museum, I mean within the games themselves. The biggest omission from the Pac-Man Museum Plus is having proper switches in place. Being able to change how many lives you have, being able to change certain functions of the game. More importantly, being able to continue where you left off in certain games like Pac-Mania. I think that was especially needed for a game like that. So because that's missing right now at this point in time, some of these games I can't say are the best way to play. Which the Switch version in particular with the Super Nintendo games, Pac-Man and Pac-Attack, there's noticeable problems with the contrast. I feel like it's far brighter than it should be, the saturation. I hope that that can be fixed in a patch, because I feel like that should be something that can be easily fixed. So I do hope that will be fixed. One can only hope. But no, overall though, this is a solid collection. I love the games that are featured here. We have some that you would expect out of the Pac-Man series, but then you also have some that we haven't seen in quite a while, and some that were reported for the very first time, such as the Pac-and-Roll Remix or Pac-Motos. I'm glad those are here. I feel like they were definitely missing a couple of big games. Pac-Man World 2 The New Adventures, just because of its impact on the legacy of Pac-Man. Some of the games in the Pac-Man World series, I think they should have had at least one from the Pac-Man World series, maybe the original PlayStation version. Maybe they'll do a collection later on, I don't know. I think they really should have had that in here. It should have been in here, but it's not. So that's a bit of a shame. But for what we do have here, I think this is a solid example of Pac-Man's history. And again, it's been a lot of fun. The missions add a lot more in terms of replayability because you're able to play more of the game and get everything in here. I know there's probably more in this arcade museum that I still need to unlock, and I will need to get to that. But being able to see the ghosts, Professor Pac-Man, that's pretty cool. And I love the customization that we have here, and even seeing Pac-Man. We haven't seen Pac-Man like this in a very long time. I hope this is an omen to see the Pac-Man World Series return in some form, because if they got classic Pac-Man and he looks as good as he was back then I feel like it's a sign of good things to come. My major gripe though with the museum, well, two major gripes. The first was having to unlock certain games. Not only did it really mess with the flow of setting up each video, but come on, you really had to make me play Pac-in-Time twice just to unlock Pac-Man arrangement? That's not cool. Oh wait, no, that was Pac-Attack. That wasn't cool at all. I really don't think it should have been like that. I wish all the games were unlocked from the get-go. I wish there was more customization for the cabinets. Overall, I'm glad we got these and seeing the bezel accurate displays here, having the marquees. But some cabinets like Pac-Man Battle Royale, for example, didn't have a cabinet like this. They were cocktail cabinets. Cabinets where you'd sit down and look down to play with the TV in the actual cabinet, like a sit down. Some of these were only cocktail cabinets like Pac-Man Battle Royale. Well, not necessarily true, but you get the point. I wish we could customize more of these cabinets. How about being able to swap to the Pacman arcade cabinets? Or even more importantly, being able to swap the bezels in the games. If the Namco Museum had different bezels you could swap to, I can't see why this game only has one for each game. That's a real shame. That really is. I would have loved to have seen the Pacman design when playing Pac-Man. Or being able to change the Pac-Man arrangement bezel, something similar like what they had for the Namco Museum on the PlayStation 2. I just think maybe there could have been a little more with the customization, and some spots where it really does look good. I'm glad to see these cabinets in a fully rendered 3D format, but I wish I could customize them to reflect how they were known other places like Japan, Pac-Man. So I have to give a gripe to that, but overall, this has been a lot of fun. I'm so glad to have a modern Pac-Man game in 2022, even if it is a collection, but something unique and original. This was a lot of fun. I hope that playing through this, and even talking a little bit about the history of Pac-Man, as well as how he was over here in the West, was fun for you guys as well. It's a lot of fun. I was very glad to cover this. You can tell I'm running out of things to say. No, honestly, this was a lot of fun. I highly recommend picking this up if you haven't, even to play games like Pac-Man arrangements in the arcade for the first time, or getting to learn a little more about Pac-Man. I think it's a lot of fun. That said, there's only one thing left to do, and that's what I messed up on when we played Pac-Mania. Every game has a small little snippet of history. So I'm going to go off and read this in a quick little montage to show off what they say about each game. So let's get to it. For the original Pac-Man, released in 1980, this smash hit was the very first game which featured Bandai Namco Entertainment's beloved character Pac-Man. People were drawn to its simple, easy-to-grasp rules and appealing characters, which led it to be massively popular not only in its home country of Japan, but created a global Pac phenomenon. Super Pac-Man, released in 1982. Super Pac-Man was created in Japan as a follow-up to the original hit. This time around, Pac-Man had filled dots, and the goal was to eat fruits while escaping the ghosts. This title was the first to feature superpower pellets, which had turned Pac-Man to the giant invincible Super Pac-Man. It also featured bonus stages, which were a first for the series. Pac-N-Pal, released in 1983. This game involves eating fruits that appear around the stage while evading ghosts. It features a new character, Mill, who likes to cause trouble for Pac-Man by carrying the fruits away. While this game doesn't feature the staple series power pellets, grabbing power-ups like the Boss Galaxian or Rally X car allow Pac-Man to fight back in various ways. Pac-Land, released in 1984. This game marks the series' first side-scrolling platformer in which Pac-Man sets out on an adventure to return a lost fairy to the Fairylands. This time, he must jump over the familiar ghosts and other obstacles. The expressive animations and lively characters broke new grounds for the franchise. Accented by a world full of secrets, its poster slogan was, "Where wonders wait around every corner." Pac-Mania, released in 1987. This game returns to the basic mechanics that made the first Pac-Man great, moving around a maze eating dots while avoiding ghosts. What sets the game apart is that the characters in the mazes are displayed in 3D. This introduced new game features such as Pac-Man being able to jump over the ghosts instead of simply running from them. With new types of ghosts in a variety of stages, the game threw players around the world. Pac-Attack, released in 1994. This game is the series' first puzzle game. The goal is to line up the blocks that fall from above to make them disappear, while not letting them pile up to the top. Ghosts fall down along the blocks and won't disappear even if you line them up, but Pac-Man will sometimes drop in and gobble them up for you. Pac-In-Time, released in 1995. Pac-Man's longtime foe, the Ghost Switch, casts a spell on him, sending him back in time. Pac-Man must return to the present by adventuring through more than 50 stages, ranging from mountains, forests, temples, castles, and more, while using actions such as jumping and swimming in this side-scrolling platformer. Pac-Man Arrangement, released in 1996, a return to the arcade coming 9 years after Pac-Mania. This game can be played in the classic compilation Namco Classic Collection Volume 2, which was released by then Namco. The basic Pac-Man rules apply when you control Pac-Man to eat Pac dots, while avoiding the ghosts as you navigate the maze. New to the series are jump panels, dash arrows, 3 different types of power pellets, and the addition of items such as capsules, magic wands, and more. The game is the first time within the series that allowed 2 players to simultaneously play. Pac-Man Arrangement Console version, released in 2005. This game is an arranged version of Pac-Man. Various gimmicks are added to the stages while keeping the basic rules. In the final stage of each world, the ghosts power up and fight one-on-one against Pac-Man. It's also very possible to play for 2 players cooperatively at the same time. Pac-Man Championship Edition, released in 2007. A new type of Pac-Man that was developed under the supervision of the father of Pac-Man, the legend himself, Toru Iwatani. The game challenges players to get the highest score they can within a set time limit. The game features cool music, updated visuals, and reflex testing speed throughout the game. Player scores are uploaded via the internet and pitted against competitors worldwide to see who has the highest score in the world. Pac-Motos, released in 2007. This game was introduced in Namco Museum Remix, known in Japan as Let's Play Together Namco Carnival. It is based on Motos, an arcade game released in 1985, with the character changed to Pac-Man. Stages are cleared by bumping Pac-Man against the enemies on the stage and knocking them all down. On the boss stage, you'll fight against the boss by making full use of body hits and special actions. Pac-N-Roll Remix, released in 2007. This is a remix of the 2005 game Pac-N-Roll, where players roll Pac-Man to collect Pac dots while avoiding ghosts. Players can transform Pac-Man into very different forms and use various abilities with the new chocolate power-up item. Pac-Man Battle Royale, released in 2011. In this game, up to 4 players battle by controlling a different colored Pac-Man. Players avoid ghosts and try not to get eaten by the other Pac-Man, as they complete to beat the last one standing the most times. And lastly, Pac-Man 256, released in 2015. In this action game, players try to get away from ghosts and eat Pac dots while moving up and up as far as they can. Ghosts can be eaten by using items like lasers, tornadoes, turning into a giant Pac-Man, or even an explosive special attack after eating 256 Pac dots. Alright, and that's all the history featured in the game for Pac-Man Museum Plus. And that said, that's finally everything. That's everything I wanted to cover with this game, and everything that's in the game that's worth mentioning. So, that's going to do it for this LP of Pac-Man Museum Plus. If you want to see more videos like this, or want to see me play more Pac-Man in the future, or to continue any of these games featured here, the best place to let me know is in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Whether it's 1980 or it's 2022, there's never been a bad time to come down with a case of Pac-Man fever. Take care, everyone.